Good evening, football fans. Welcome to the New Wiggins Patriots halftime report here on this Sunday afternoon, December 27th, 2015. Here I am, Peter Wiggins here. Let's start it off out at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, where the New England Patriots are trailing the New York Jets 10-3 in the second quarter, and the Jets got on the board first on a 30-yard field goal by Ryan Bullock to make it 3-0 favor to the Jets, and then Steven Gostkowski kicks a field goal from 35 to make it 3-3 in the score. And then, with 1:54 left in the second quarter, Brandon Marshall, a 2-yard pass from Brad Fitzpatrick, as here he stands at the New England Patriots trail the New York Jets 10-3. As Tom Brady so far 8 for 10 for 67 yards there. And Rob Gronkowski 1 reception for 30 yards. Brandon Bolden 6 carries for 25 yards. And Brad Fitzpatrick 11 of 20 for 101 yards and 1 touchdown here. Okay, looking at some other 1 o'clock games here. Down in Atlanta, where the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers, as the Carolina Panthers try to keep their quest alive for a perfect season here. As the Panthers and the Falcons are tied at 7-7 apiece. Down in Atlanta here. As Cam Newton got an 8-yard run in the first quarter to make it 7-0, and then second quarter, Devontae Freeman 4-yard run to make it 7-7 in the score. As Cam Newton died for 76 yards. Punchy added a rushing touchdown to his resume so far for the game. For Cam Newton, while Matt ran 7 of 12, 74 yards, and Devontae Freeman 7 of 17 for 1 touchdown here. Down in Baltimore, approaching halftime here, and the Baltimore Ravens leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 10-3 here. As the Ravens get on the board first on a Chris Matthews 8-yard pass from Brad Ballard to make it 7-0 in favor of the Ravens through 1 quarter. Then, after Chris Boswell kicks a 34-yard field goal, driving them to make it 7-3. Baltimore, Justin Tucker responds with a 37-yard field goal as the Baltimore Ravens won at halftime, break leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 10-3. Yes, Ryan Mount 14-18 for 125 yards and 1 touchdown, while Ben Roethlisberger 5 for 10 for 49 yards and 1 interception here. Out in Buffalo here, where the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys even Steven at 6 apiece at Rich Stadium here. Or Ralph Wilson Stadium here. As a pair of Dan Bailey field goals went from 46 and 22 to give the Dallas 6-point ball. Buffalo got 6-0 in the first quarter. Carlos Williams 1-yard run to the kick failed as the game is even at 6 apiece out in Buffalo. Out in Detroit, the Detroit Lions leading the San Francisco 49ers 17-14 here with about 4:12 left in the second quarter here. As after the 49ers got on the board, the bench puts all 1-yard pass from Blake Gabbert. Mark Prater gets a field goal to make it 7-3 49ers. And then TJ Jones a 20-yard pass from Stafford in the second quarter, making it 10-7 in favor of the Lions. And then Torrey Smith a 60-yard pass from Gabbert to make it 14-10 in favor of the 49ers. And then Joaquin Bell 1-yard run as the Lions scored in the halftime. Lions lead it 17-14 over the 49ers with 2:48 left in the fourth quarter. Matt Stafford 9 for 12 for 85 yards and 1 touchdown on the Lions. While Brett Gabbert 11 for 14 for 133 yards and 2 TDs. Out in Kansas City, where the Kansas City Chiefs lead the Cleveland Browns 10-3. As the Chiefs got on the board, and a Jeremy Maclin 11-yard pass from Mount Speed to make it 7-0 in favor of the Chiefs, and then Karen Sanders a 40-yard field goal drive to make it 10-0 in favor of the Chiefs, and then second quarter, Travis Coons a 45-yard field goal drive as the Chiefs are leading the Falcons 10-3 with 1:53 left in the second quarter here. Down in Miami, where the Indianapolis Colts are leading the Miami Dolphins 15-6 here in the second quarter with about 1:16 left here. As the Colts got a safety to start it off. And then Frank Gore, 37-yard run to make it 8-0 for the Colts for 1 quarter. And then Levon Miller, a 1-yard run in the pass field, 8-6 Colts and then. Frank Gore, 11-yard run in the victory kick as the Colts lead the Dolphins 15-6. Here. Out in Tampa Bay, where Chicago Bears lead in Tampa Bay. Buccaneers 10-7 here as Jay Cousins got 12 for 48 yards, while Jameis Winston 5-9 for 60 yards there. And the Buccaneers got on the board first on a Doug Martin 4-yard run to make it 7-9 in favor of the Buccaneers. And then second quarter, Kadeem Carey 1-yard run to make it 7-7, and then Robbie Gould a 26-yard field goal drive to make it 10-7 in favor of the Bears. And down in Tennessee, where the Houston Texans are leading the Tennessee Titans 17-0 here. And Brendan Williams got 7 for 12 for 96 yards here as Quinton Dempsey, 33-yard field goal, will return to make it 7-0 in favor of the Texans and then Nick Novak, 23-yard field goal to make it 10-0 in favor of the Texans and then Brendan Whedon, a 7-yard run as the Houston Texans are leading the Tennessee Titans 17-0 with 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Here in the second quarter. Okay, second quarter game plans on the third and the fourth quarter. The Patriots defense must stop the Jets' high-flying attack as the Jets are desperate for a playoff spot. And the Patriots offense needs to take its time. No need to take their time. Don't rush things. Take it nice and easy here. And good teamwork and job work and good teamwork will lead to a Patriots victory. All that more coming up in the Sunday Night Sports Wrap-Up. Go Bucks!